Hey everybody, please hope you're doing well today. I hope everybody had a great, happy Thanksgiving. Well, tonight we're gonna make another chocolate dessert. We tried this recipe. I don't know, probably earlier this year. Not we didn't try it. Actually, somebody else made it, but it was delicious. And it's a chocolate cobbler. It's so simple. So I thought I'd just show you how it's made, and you eat it with ice cream. It's delicious. So let's. Okay, I preheated my oven to 350, and I'm going to take 2 sticks of. This is unsalted butter. Sometimes I use salted, but this is unsalted. We're going to just put them in this pan. I always like to put my baking sheet underneath the other one, just in case something bubbles over. I don't want it to get in my oven. So we're going to do that, and drop this in the oven and let it melt. And then we'll measure our other ingredients and finish the rest. A little bit disorganized today, I apologize, but it's a few ingredients, but it's okay, I have the 2 sticks of butter in the oven melting. And this is 1 1/4 cup of sugar. Actually, it's 1 1/2. I just realized I think I did 1 1/2, but that's okay. We're gonna add it to, this is 1 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. This recipe calls for self-rising flour. And I'm going to mix this. I'm going to add a little bit, it doesn't say it, but I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this. There's just a little, actually there's a little salt in the self-rising flour, so you don't really need it. I apologize. And while this is going on, you want 2 cups of boiling water. Let's check our butter. Oh, not quite melted. So, and then we're going to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 3/4 cup of milk. Let me see what I do with my milk. And actually, this is half and half because I have more half and half than I do milk. I'm going to add this. No, not yet. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to use this vanilla bean paste. And I like a lot of vanilla with chocolate. And we're going to mix this. And all we're going to need next is, more sugar and cocoa powder and the boiling water. So I'm going to, let me mix this and then I'm going to get the other ingredients ready. We're going to put 1 cup of sugar. And this is just plain granulated sugar. And mine's going to be a little bit sweet because I added that extra. And we need 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And I keep my cocoa powder in here. It's a mixture of Hershey's and Ghirardelli cocoa powder. I'm going to do 6 tablespoons. And I'm not going to make sure they're perfect. You know, I'm just going to kind of do like this. Shake them and just throw them in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And those are a little bit heaping. I might mess up the whole recipe, but we'll see. It might turn out great. And I want to add something else, but I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. Maybe some chocolate chips or something like that.
You need the water?
We're not. No, we have to heat the water up again because you want it to be boiling. So now we're just waiting on our butter. So we'll be right back. The oven. Now what we're going to do is pour this mixture into the butter, and we're not going to stir it. We're just going to pour it in. Actually, I need a spatula to get it all out. So, Ella, can you take this one, baby? Thank you. So we're going to pour this. This is really, really good. We had it once, and it's just, it doesn't sound good, but it's really good. And I was thinking about maybe adding some chocolate chips to it, but I might just leave it plain this time, and maybe the next time I make it, I'll try something. Okay, so we're going to just put this in here, and then we're going to sprinkle this mixture, which is going to get our hands all dirty, over the batter. Just sprinkle it. And then the next step will be to pour the hot boiling water on top. And this is going to bake for about 45 minutes. And I changed it to convection at 325. I just wanted to let you guys know. sometimes I like to bake on convection and sometimes I don't, but I'm going to try it. Actually, I'm still testing the convection oven. I haven't used it a lot, but I'm learning what you can bake on convection and stuff like that. I'll probably add a little bit extra because I didn't measure it. Okay, now it's ready. The hot water ready. Let's just pour this on top. It's a lot of butter.
It's boiling now. Do you want me to pour it?
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to just pour the boiling water on top and put it in the oven. Just pour it, just kind of like, yeah, swirl it around.
Oh dang, I'm gonna get it on
I find this recipe fascinating because I don't understand how things can bake like this. This is one of my first times ever trying it like this, but it's going to be really delicious. Okay, so we're going to put it in the oven and we'll be back and we'll let you know how long it bakes. Give you a little shot of what it looks like. It's been about 15 minutes and you can see the crust is coming to the top. Took it out of the oven. I baked it for about 45 minutes. The instructions say 35, but mine went a little bit longer. And you can see this part is golden brown. That's what the instructions say. And that little it looks like chocolate syrup. I think it's going to be delicious right there. But it's not raw. I think it's just the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'm going to let it cool for a little while and then we'll do a taste test with ice cream. Okay, well, here's our chocolate cobbler. And let me tell you, this is such a simple recipe with few ingredients. And you can see there's like pudding spots. And the crust is crispy on the edges. You have to have you don't have to have ice cream with it, but it goes really well together. So I'm gonna take a bite of the little pudding part. It's really hot too. We didn't wait for it to cool. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the chocolate, but you can just see how chocolatey it is, and all that butter made the crust crispy. Mmm. This is definitely a keeper. And you only dirty about 3 dishes, and it's so easy to make. It did take a little bit longer to bake than I thought it would, but this is so good. And we love chocolate. I don't make a lot of chocolate recipes, but we just love chocolate. But you can add like chocolate chips or whatever you want to it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't for more delicious recipes. I like to bake, cook. I like to welcome all my new subscribers, thank all my old subscribers, and let's keep growing. Subscribe, share, like, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.